gentlemen, and welcome to the, that's a little bit loud, welcome to the Community Development Corporation meeting for November. I will call the meeting to order and notice that all members are present, so thank you guys very much for being in attendance this evening. Going down the agenda here, I don't see anything under old business. Members, anything that I have overlooked? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on to the new business. So this evening we're here to discuss Resolution 2020-02, which is a property transfer and loan for the Brakeman project. And I think Matt Reynolds has some information for us.
Good evening, Board. Thanks for coming out on somewhat short notice, and we will be brief on this, but just want to get Resolution 2020-02 taken care of this evening, and you probably have had a chance to read it, but essentially the resolution reiterates the CDC's responsibilities in regards to the project agreement with the Brakeman building, obtaining the loan, the payments, the selling of the property to Forza, and the payments, repayments of expenses, therefore, and everything that's authorized in that agreement. So the resolution will also authorize Missy Krulik to sign on your behalf of the board. So then all of these documents will be presented to the bank during closing, and we'll all be taken care of when it comes to the property transfer and the loan agreement.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Matt. And with that, Rob, do we need to read the resolution into the record?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President and Commission. So, as Matt indicated, this is Resolution 2020-02 regarding the Lebanon Community Development Corporation regarding the Brakeman project. This project, as you know and as Matt indicated, this has been before you before. And so this resolution, as Matt indicated, just authorizes that the LCDC will convey to the developer fee simple title to the real estate that is bounded by West Elm Street, South Lebanon Street, West South Street, and Southwest Street. And that's, if we remember correctly, there's two different buildings, and this one is defined in this resolution as the West Building Site. And all that was laid out in the project agreement that's already been approved. The Lebanon Redevelopment FCRE LLC is the developer. They were previously known as Forza. And then the Lebanon Redevelopment Commission and the city entered into that project agreement that's dated as of September 3rd of 2020, which again, the developer shall acquire all of LCDC's rights, title, and interest into that West Building site in exchange for a purchase price of $320,000. It would grant the developer an easement for the use of the parking space on the real estate. Again, this is on the east side of Superior Street, South Meridian Street, East South Street, and South Lebanon Street, and we call that the East Building site. And again, that will be memorialized by executing basically a declaration, which is one of the documents that would be executed as part of the closing. And it would also enter into a parking lot construction and operating agreement. And it would grant the developer an option to purchase that East Building site. Again, all these would be subject to other conditions that would be in the option agreement, and again, this has been communicated with you. It would also enter into a grant agreement for purposes of receiving revenue from the LCDC loan and obtain a loan in an amount of not less than $2,200,000 for purposes of granting incentives to the developer. And it would also then enter into a disbursement agreement with the developer, again, for the purposes of distributing those loan proceeds. The option agreement, the grant agreement, and all these other agreements are defined as ancillary documents. And again, all this was set forth in the project agreement. So Now, therefore, then this resolution also acknowledges that the directors of the LCDC consent to executing and delivering of the project agreement, conveying the west building site for the purchase price, executing the ancillary documents, obtaining the LCDC loan, and a mortgage in favor of the lender as security for the LCDC loan, and all other documents that are related to that, and that's defined as the loan documents. This commission further consents to the execution basically of any other agreements, certificates that would be necessary in effectuating the intent here, and it would grant Missy Krulik as director of the LCDC to execute any and all those documents that are related to this transaction, including the execution and delivery of any other project documents. So that's it in a nutshell, and so if there's any other questions, I'm happy to discuss, or I'm sure Matt can address as well.
Sounds good. Any questions from the board? All right, so with that, then I would entertain a motion on resolution 2020-02.
I second the motion.
Well, you would be the first.
I make a motion to allow Missy to sign the documents for this motion as well as any other documents that might come about related to this transaction.
A motion to approve resolution 2020-02.
So I make the motion to approve resolution 20-02.
Perfect. Okay, so we have a motion to approve Resolution 2020-02, as well as granting authority for Missy Krulik to sign on behalf of the CDC. I will be the second to that motion. So with that, I would, all those in favor, say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion carries. So we have that resolution executed. That is the only thing I have on the agenda for the CDC this evening. Anything that we may have left off the list? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting?
Got a motion from Missy
I second.
and a second from Ally. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much.